I didn't rush to get here. It was a process. So what I'm standing before you right now, listen, and I already realized this, everybody not gonna listen. I'm not even speaking to your head, I'm speaking to your spirit. So real recognize real, your spirit recognize spirit. So it's gonna go down in somebody's spirit when I plant this seed, and then we're gonna talk about the process of seed, time, harvest. Because no matter what you do in life, it's gonna be a process, and I know you guys heard that before. Matter of fact, everybody in this room is a byproduct of a seed. This old dude, he was like, listen, man, you ain't gotta live like that. You paint your world with your words. The pain that shifted my paradigm and really hit me for the moment, I lost my brother in 2008. He was murdered in Ohio. Sometimes it's hard to speak life when you're seeing death. Life and death is in your mouth. You got an option what you gonna speak, life or death. Because you planted the seed, right? You spoke the words, and now the situation still look the same. That could be frustrating. Jamel said all God do is speak life. 6 months later, dad, uncle, auntie, brother, sister, cousin, grades, everything still the same. What you gonna continue to do? Speak life. We took a poster board and I wrote on there, I am a child of the Most High God. My life is like this. My marriage is like this. My friends are like this. My family is like this. And I put it on the ceiling. And every morning I would wake up and I would read that. And there's times where I would be reading it, and what I was reading, what I was looking at wasn't looking like what I was reading. But I knew the power of a seed, I knew the power of words. And there's times I looked at that thing and I didn't want to say it. I look at it and go, because my life don't look like what I wrote. My life don't look like what I put on there. It don't look like that, so why should I say it? But with all I can muster, sometimes it's going to be so challenging. Think about it. You just lost a loved one. This just happened. You just lost your job. You didn't make the team. The grades is looking crazy. All hell seems like it's pressing against you, and you still got to sit there and speak life. I used to look at that thing like, I am a child of the Most High. My marriage is great. My children will be this way. Time is the part where it gets ugly because most of us don't like to wait. Make sure you're investing your seed and your time in the right place. Don't squander it. I know who did speak to me, the OGs on the corner. They said, you want to get out of here? You want to escape your situation? Here, hit that. You tired of your situation? I know you can't take up being frustrated all the time. Here, sip that. Matter of fact, you want to make some money? Here, you know what you can do? Here, take this and pass it over there. You're going to make some. And I said, damn, maybe this is the way. Maybe I could do this. Fast. I'm gonna tell you this right now, because what the world tries to do and what people try to do and what evil tries to do, it's gonna try to give you the pleasure on the front end, but guess what you get on the back end? You get the pain on the back end. So you're gonna have people in your life, they're gonna come right after this message. Somebody gonna message you, somebody gonna DM you, somebody gonna do, it's gonna be pleasure on the front end. Hey, come do this with me. It feels so good to you right now. It's gonna feel real good. Even if you do it this year, next year, first year of college, it's gonna feel real good. But guess what? You're gonna get pain on the back end. It felt good with my brother going to do what he was doing. 18, he was going to Howard University to be a plastic surgeon. It felt good on the front end doing what he was doing. The pain on the back end, murder. But here's the flip side of the coin. The goodness that's in your life, the good people that's around your life, the teachers, the directors, the mentors, the influencers, the people that's speaking today, they're gonna mention the pain on the front end. Sometimes it's painful to go in the gym and lift that weight. Sometimes it's painful, I gotta sit up and study. I gotta wake up early and go to school. It's painful, I gotta go in class and listen to this teacher say this again. It's painful that my parents try to do this. It's painful that this particular parental advisor is telling me to do this, that, and the third. It feels painful. How long is it gonna take? I planted the seed. Why is this time taking so? It feels painful. But guess what's on the back end of that? Pleasure, reward, greatness. I did all of that training. I did all of that studying. I spoke life. I waited. I planted the seed. Time passed. Look at my harvest.
Powerful, powerful, powerful message from Jamel. We're just so thankful that he came out. Originally, I had invited his brother Mike. Mike brought him in. And so once he stepped on and he presented to the young men, they were locked in. Everything he shared, his personal testimony, the challenges and the success and where he is now, I honestly believe it resonated with all of our students, including myself. and all of the chaperones that were present. All I can say is that the testimony he shared, I hope that they can pass it along with others. If they're struggling with anything, I believe if they have any challenges, that it'll help them to develop their character so that they can become better. And so again, we're just so grateful that Brother Jamel Jackson was here with us, and we hope that in the future we'll have more events where we can invite him and he can share not only with the small group that we had, but with the entire student body.
Jamel's message made me think about my life in different ways than I've been looking at it like recently. It made me think about what have I been doing like wrong and how I can make it right.
Well, honestly, one of kind of my philosophy has always been, will a difference make a difference? And just allowing our young men to meet other successful men, you know, is that opportunity to make a difference.
The message was great. I feel like it was perfect time because I noticed here recently I've been getting distracted. I feel like it brought my focus back, and now I know what to do. I got the plan right. And you know, it was just perfect time.
Well, Jamel spoke with our students this afternoon and planted some seeds, and what resonated with me was that the kids were, I think, into his speech and really into what he was saying, and that they got something out of it, and that they will grow from here and become men of impact.
So Jarrell's message affected me, kind of like just reminding me what I got to do, kind of encouraging me. You know, he told me about all the things he went through, all the things he did, you know, his job and all that. It kind of just made me remember like what I got to do, like what I need to do to keep getting where I want, where I got to go. You know, planting the seeds, trusting in God. I heard there was a lot of hidden messages in there. You know, it was about God. I really caught on to that. And I really just about having faith. And really just having faith to keep pushing on.